Hello everyone, this is Juan Sarmiento and today is Thursday, October the 29th. Okay, so yesterday we had a big decline and so the day before and that gave us a little profit, but today we have a bounce back and we don't have so much of a gain today. Regardless, we need to, because it's Thursday, we need to go through our trades here and make some adjustments. Whatever happens, what we want to do is to neutralize our deltas. So if the stock has dropped, whatever stock in our position has dropped dramatically, what we want to do is to sell puts, and that will reduce our deltas, which are negative. Okay, so they go closer to zero. It's better if it goes above zero a little bit. Okay, not a lot, but to keep it negative, it's not a good idea because any stock can go higher, like we see, and when they go higher, like in this day to day, you forgot to take your profits. So by reducing your deltas, you are taking profits. Okay, and if the market continues down, it will be okay because Vega will pick up the slack and volatility will increase. That will increase the value of our Gini trades and the puts will be more valuable. Okay, so let's go through our trades here. Another very important thing is to look at the earnings. When are the earnings coming? Why? Because when earnings occur, volatility drops significantly. Okay, so here in the Apple trade, I see my deltas are negative and my Vegas are close to 50. Let's take a look at the chart. And in the chart, you would see that earnings are after the close today. Okay, so you have two good reasons to neutralize your deltas. First, you are taking profits from the decline of the last couple of weeks, and you are setting yourself for a gain if the stock goes up again to a new high, which is always possible. And if volatility declines, you are going to lose value. So the only way to compensate for that is by reducing your deltas. So let's take a look at Apple here. Analyze trade. And we have 6 puts here. Let's see. Let me show you. 6 puts here and 4 puts here. So it's a difference of 2, but it's a negative. It's a bearish aspect of the trade. On the bullish side, we have the 125, which is unlikely to do anything. We have the 105 call here. We have 2 of those, and we have 4 of the calls here, and 2.5 here. Okay, so how do we reduce our deltas? Right now it's minus 21. So how do we reduce them? By increasing my short puts, for example, or by selling the puts I have available. So here, how about we sell one of these November puts? Would that be enough to make it positive? And all I'm looking for is to make it positive, delta positive. So analyze closing. No, I don't want to close it. I want to actually increase the puts. Let me just delete that. I want to increase one of these 105 puts. Analyze closing so that I can get, and then say analyze trade. Okay, I really only want to sell one and not sell it, but not buy it, but sell it. And voila, I have very close to neutrality now. See that? We have 4 short puts, 6 long puts. How about if we sell 2? Oh, okay, so this is now becoming more interesting. I think I'm going to sell only one because what if Apple dropped to 90? Just saying, it could happen. So we want to neutralize it so that it's still a good chance that if it goes to 90, I'm not going to lose my shirt. Okay. If it drops to 105, that will be ideal. It falls in my account and I make another $2,000. And if the stock rally, let's say 130, then suddenly I'm making money again. And is it possible? Yeah, look at the chart here. It could easily go to a new high. That's what I'm considering here. And the other consideration is that it drops to the previous low, which was 102. Okay, so let's say it could go to test this. You know, what I'm saying is here is I'm not going to make any assumptions whether it's going to go up or down. The stochastics is pointing up. The Ichimoku cloud is being crossed to the upside. Okay, so if Apple rallies from here on good earnings, it could possibly go to test the highs and break through. So that would be good. This looks like a good idea. Just selling a put transforms by trade. Okay, and essentially what I'm doing is taking profits. And let's send that off. Okay, so when earnings are coming, if you are going to stay with a position thinking that the stock could go strongly higher or strongly lower, then you're better off selling a put or a call. It doesn't matter. You can even go low to sell the 90 puts, but you're not going to get much money from them. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to ATVI. Okay. In this case, it is a perfect genie for shorts and for long straddles. Okay. Let's take a look at the chart. Ooh, it looks like it's going down. Look at that. It's still within my channel. It's below the Ichimoku cloud, and the stochastic is pointing down. So technically speaking, it could go down to 70, okay? But the reality is that technical analysis is pretty worthless when you're talking about earnings. Look at the volatility, it's way up here. So let's take a look. And we are here, all right? So what do we want to do? We can sell puts. We can leave the position as it is. Look, deltas are slightly positive. I like that. Okay, so if the stock goes up, we'll do fine. If it does go up to 70, perhaps volatility will pick up. So in this case, I'm risking it. Okay, it looks very bearish, technically speaking, and all I want is to have some kind of backup plan in case it goes higher. If it goes higher to 85, say, we are fine because it falls into my cone. So I'm going to leave that alone. Let's move on to BABA. Okay, let's reset the slices here so that I know exactly where I am at 314. Okay, and does it have earnings? Well, earnings are coming up before the end of before next week. Okay, so before the end of the next period. And it's very bullish looking. Okay, it's pointing upward here. The Ichimoku cloud is way below. That's good. Okay, so we have delta close to neutrality, but not too much, and we are at the top of the cone. So I need to do nothing. Okay, a big move in either direction will be fine. DGX, and this is a Seagull. And so far, so good. $220 profit despite the loss today. Let's take a look at the chart. And they already reported earnings, so I don't need to change anything. Okay. Volatility is low, and my deltas are positive, so I'm going to leave it alone. If it stays within this range by expiration in November the 20th, this 125 calls might expire worthless, and all I have to do is roll it over. Let's move on to DHR. It looks the same. Okay, the deltas are barely positive, very big. Let's see the chart. Okay, they already reported earnings. Despite of that, volatility is picking up again. And I want volatility to increase because an increase in volatility could make me big profits. If I click here in this gear, I guess you call it, and then adjust the volatility by 5%, bah, look at all the profits. See that? It goes from on zero is 55 PNL since the open is $55, $85. But if it goes, the volatility goes up 10 points, then I have $3,700 in profit. So we want volatility to increase, but that doesn't always happen. And to compensate for that, let's reset here, reset the parameters. To compensate for decline volatility, we have to make sure that our deltas are positive, because declining volatility occurs when the stock is going up. And that looks fine to me. So let's move on to Home Depot. Again, delta is positive. And let's see, November 6th is the expiration, so we are not near expiration, I don't think. Let's go to the Analyze tab, the Trade tab, All Products. And 6th of November is, okay, 8 days from now. So we could do a rollover here. And then earnings are coming up on the 17th of November. So yeah, we could do a rollover. Is it worth it? Only if we are positive, okay? If we have made money on this stock. And right now I see it seems like we have lost money. Let's go to the Monitor tab. And well, not quite, because we have already done a rollover. So the way to verify that we are positive on this, I mean profitable, click on both trades. First, green here, say Analyze Trade, that's the entry. And then the rollover Analyze Trade, and that is where we really are, is here. Okay, so we have $558 in profit. So it's profitable. Then we allow ourselves to do the rollover because we're not losing money. Is it really worth it, or we want to close? That's the only thing here. And I think, yeah, I think this stock is moving, and it's near the top, and it's now ABC. It could find a bottom here and rally to new highs, or could break down and it could make a big move, is what I'm saying. So all I need to do now is to complete my rollover. Okay, so select the shorts and then Analyze Rolling, and we are going to go to December the 4th. Okay, and then we're going to get 1195, 1100, 11, okay, $12.01. Okay, let's do that. Create duplicate, confirm and send, and we are getting $1,200. Probably not going to get that, but let's start with that, okay? And we come back to that. Let's go to Logi. Let's go to the Monitor tab. Analyze that. Yeah, so essentially what we see here is a correct representation of the original trade, because there's no rollovers. We haven't done any rollovers. So we have $19 loss so far. So let's look at the chart. Yeah, that looks good. I'm not going to change anything. November 20th, plenty of time. Lows. Let's do the same with lows. Let's copy both the trades that we have made. Just right click and then say Analyze Trade, and that takes it to the Analyze tab. You can hide the current position, and this is my profitable trade. And let's show all, and here we can do a rollover in this one too. Do I want to? Yeah, I think I want to do that. Just like Home Depot, they're coming up with earnings, and earnings are critical, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, as they say. So Analyze Rolling, and we're going to go to December 4th, and that reduces my cost significantly. Hide the positions, and this is what my trade looks like. It looks like exactly like a straddle, doesn't it? So I don't care whether it goes up or down, so long as it goes strongly in the other direction, in which case I will take my profits. Confirm and send. and I'll get back to it to make sure that it gets filled before the end of the day. Nike, show all. Okay, this is where we are with Nike. At the bottom of my cone here. Let's look at the chart. I think it might continue down. It's Ichimoku cloud is right there. It might bounce from it, but right now it's in a downtrend. And we have plenty of time. November is the expiration. Okay, and once again, we go to the account statement, and here you can copy your segments here. Let's do this. Analyze trade and analyze trade. Obviously, we earlier this year already had a trade on it and hide the position, and this is where we are right here, $4 in profit. So we want to stay on it for a little longer, see what happens. Okay, but my shorts are November, so there's plenty of time for us to think about that. TJT. It seems like at the bottom of my range here, it might bounce from the Ichimoku cloud. And there's a dividend, 68 cents. Okay, let's show it all. Okay, so here's quite a bearish trade here. 160, obviously, I rolled up my calls. I might want to roll it down again. Let me just show you. Go to the monitor tab, account statement, and here's what I did. See, I switched my 145 calls from the 180 and sold that at $9.35. And then I sold the put, 3 puts here. Let's analyze trade. Okay, so what I want to do is revert it. Is it a good idea to revert? Perhaps. Analyze opposite. And it will cost me $8. So in essence, I made $1 and no, $345. $1.15 per share. So there you have $345. You can revert it back, and by doing that, it becomes bullish again, slightly delta positive, and that sounds like a good idea. If the stock continues on lower, it won't matter because volatility will pick up the slack. Okay, I think I want to do that. For the first time, I'm going to do a revert of a vertical roll up. Is now, I don't know how you call it. If it was roll up, I don't know what do you call it. Undo the roll up. Okay, confirm and send, and we're back to the 60 becomes 45, and then we have our Gini restored. Let's see what UPS is doing. Very neutral. Delta is positive. Yeah, just to go to the monitor tab. Yeah, I'm not going to change that, I don't think. Let's look at the chart. Earnings already occurred. Didn't matter to me much. Yeah, and I'm in a perfect position to let it ride. Okay, I'm going to go then to the monitor tab and adjust my sell price to see if I can close some of these positions. Okay, the Home Depot should fill. The lows I need to adjust, so I'm going to say cancel, replace, and just unlock and sell it at that lower price, and keep on doing that or lowering the bid until it gets filled. And this got filled right away. Close is done. Okay, let's go to the TJT. Just unlock. And that got filled immediately. And last, Home Depot. Cancel, replace. We're already asking below the market price. And so what gives here? Well, it turns out that the natural is much, much lower. So you need to go significantly lower here. let's give it a chance, okay? But for now, I'm going to sign off, but you can be sure that I will make sure that that trade gets filled. That's all for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Please be sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Once you have done that, be sure to also click on the bell so you get a notification of future videos coming up in this channel. Be sure also to click like if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to share it with your friends and family. Thank you very much.